It's time for the Northwoods Cooking Show. Starring Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, the troublemaking dog.
Hello and welcome to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy. We still have no Callie I. But did you catch her during Christmas? I hope you did. I miss her so much. Oh God, I love her so much. Oh, Miss Callie I. Oh, don't get me going. Anyway, now as of the taping of the show, it's 35 below zero. Oh Lord, it's so cold out there. Oh, I even wore my Grinch flannel pajama bottoms underneath my uniform to work this morning. It was so cold. Oh my Lord. Now I got blue jeans on that are flannel lined. It is just so cold out there. Oh, I can't stand it. But they say in about a week it's supposed to get much nicer and get back up to the 20s. Well, that's a heat wave for us, so I can't wait. And then I look at it this way. 2 more months and it's March, so it's time to clean up the gardens and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Only 2 months away. So anyway, for the Super Bowl, do you like my Super Bowl? I got the Vikings up here. Of course, I got Brett Favre and Adrian Peterson. I thought it was hysterical. I thought, what do I have for football gear? Something to hang up for football. And I go, well, I got lots of jerseys. Then I hung them up and I'm like, oh my Lord. Are they both blacklisted too? I thought, well, you guys are going to talk about me anyway. Might as well give you something to talk about. I know I'm going to get a lot of emails on this one. But anyway, let's do some Super Bowl food. And today, to be a little bit different, I made a lot of things in the past, chicken wings and barbecue and for sandwiches and barbecued ribs. And we've done, lots of finger sandwiches and things. Today, I'm going to do like a big pot of stuff. And we're going to be making curried chicken. And this is wonderful. It's easy to do, but there's a lot of ingredients, so you just have to pay attention. But it's very simple to do. So what we're going to do first is we're going to cook off our chicken. And what I'm going to do with that is, oh, that's the baker. I need the regular. Is just use my baking sheet, and we're going to spray this down for the chicken. And just very simple. This isn't complicated to do at all. Got lots of ingredients all around here. But this is so good. Anyway, what you need is 2 pounds of chicken, and I got these at Aldi's, and oh my Lord, well, they were very cheap, 95 cents for leg quarters. So I just took and washed them and cut them. Very simple. And I need 2 pounds of meat, so that's just 2 quarters cut up. We got 4 pieces of chicken. And all we're going to do is just bake these in the oven until they're done. I'll put a little bit of kosher salt. We don't need to pepper it because we're going to have lots of spices. Believe me, we have lots of spices. But I'm just going to put a little bit of salt on here. And all this is going to do is help keep in the juices to make it a moist meat so it isn't so dry and hard. And of course, you don't want to overcook because that's going to make it really dry and hard too. We want moist chicken. So let's just pop this in the oven. And these are rather thick. I mean, these are honkers. These are almost like turkey quarters. They were so huge. Must be a chicken on steroids or something. But these are just huge. So it probably is going to take a little longer. But generally speaking, 20-25 minutes for dark meat. So in about 20, probably this is going to go probably even half an hour. But we'll take the test and just take the tip of your paring knife and poke in. If it's tender, then it's done. So we're going to start it off for about 25 minutes. And we'll put that in the oven. That's it. Let it go, put that on the timer. And, oh, yeah, I love the stove. Not. The timer, it starts at 59. You gotta take and hold it in until it gets down to the time you want. Hit timer, there we go. So we'll be right back after our chicken's done. Okay, now our chicken is done. You can also tell on dark meat too when it starts to shrink up from the bone and the fork or the knife. Anyway, now it's gotta let this cool off so I can pick the chicken meat off the bone and I'll throw that in the Dutch oven. And with this lovely cold winter we have, I think if I put this out on the deck, it'd probably only take a few seconds to cool down. Let's see, got that oven turned off now. Okay. Electric, oh God, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, we're gonna start now with making the curry part. What I need to do first is I'm going to saute in my Dutch oven here. I'm just going to turn this, let's see, with front, okay. Oh, I'm going to put this on about a medium, a little bit above medium. And I'm just going to put in a little bit of oil, not a lot, just enough to coat the bottom. And in this, I'm going to take and saute 1 yellow onion, 2 tablespoons of fresh grated ginger, and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. So all this goes right into the pot. And we'll take and cook this down until the onions are translucent. Now we don't want this on high because we don't want to burn the onions and we don't want to, burn the garlic. There's nothing worse than burnt garlic. Oh, I had a friend, when I was living in Minneapolis, and I was cooking at a halfway house, and then I had to stay at the sober house because I was working at the halfway house, so I had to live in the sober house. Well, there was this one guy who used to take and cook downstairs, and I was in the upstairs. It was a duplex, but it was so skinny and tiny and tight, you could smell everything. And every time he made anything, he would pour in a ton of garlic, and he always had it on high and burnt the heck out of it. So it stank up the whole house, downstairs, upstairs, everywhere. Oh, God. To this day, and I smell the smell of burnt garlic, I just want to gag and puke. Oh, my Lord. I just hate that smell. So don't burn your garlic. Oh, it just, it sticks in the back of your throat. Oh, that smell, I can't stand it. And you couldn't get it out of the house for days. Oh my God, it just stank. And it's like, don't you know how to cook garlic? You don't take and burn it. Oh, we just want to soften it. So I got this on just a titch above medium, not medium high, that just a titch above medium. Because we're going to let this saute now. And saute means to cook at a slow heat. So until the garlic and ginger root and onions, and we're going to wait till the onions are translucent. So that means we want them soft, not burnt. And then we'll continue on with more of the recipe. Okay, my chicken's all done. And let's pull that apart. And it's so cold out there, it chilled out real quickly. It's still kind of warm. That's fine, because we're going to reheat it up anyway. So, before we add the chicken, see, I'll just show you here. See, these are nice and translucent. You can see right through them. Semi-see through them. That's translucent. And I just had that on medium heat. A little bit above medium heat. Excuse me, my sinuses. Ugh. This weather just, wintertime, the changing of fall to winter and then winter to spring, those 2 times a year, my sinuses get just heavy and plugged. Oh, I just hate it. And then my doctor, who I used to have, the one that disappeared off the face of the earth, my old doctor, I had her for 10 years and disappeared. I think malpractice is what I'm thinking. But she used to prescribe me, not Sudodome, the steroid, God, my mom's on it now, and she has to get leaned off of her. Her new doctor said it's very addictive. Not sweet. Anyway, I can't think of it offhand. I'll remember it later. Anyway, it's a steroid. And so, prednisone, that's it. And it's a steroid, and so I'm like, steroids? My nose is big enough, I don't need it to get any bigger. Oh, well, that's what she used to prescribe for me to clear up my sinuses. Take a big whiff of horseradish sauce, that'll do it. So we're going to be making the curry now. And for this, we need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a teaspoon of red curry paste, a teaspoon of green curry paste, 2 tablespoons of curry, a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of coriander, I don't want this to move, a teaspoon of cumin, about a half teaspoon of red pepper flakes. All of this in, along with brown sugar. Also, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. There's enough salt in everything, so we don't need more salt. And a half cup of coconut milk. And we're going to take and bring this to a boil. So did I turn that up? No, I didn't. I can turn it up just a little bit more. No, because now it's saucy. And I can put my chicken in. And you can put those drippings in there too, because that brings out a good flavor then into the sauce. Wash my hands. Whenever handling chicken, you always want to wash your hands afterwards, because you can get food poisoning that way, spreading germs back and forth. Okay, that's boiling and that's done. Turn that off and we'll take this right off the heat. Electric. It's not gas, I gotta move it. Otherwise it'll still continue cooking and we don't want it to burn. Oh, it's a nice thick sauce. I can't smell it that much because my sinuses are plugged. But look at that gorgeous, gorgeous sauce. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. And we're gonna serve this on a bed of rice, which I got going right here. Now you all know how to make the rice. If not, I'll give you a quick run through. It's 2 to 1. So what you want is 2 parts water to 1 part rice. And what I did, I just bought 3 wooden spoons and I can't never find anything when I want one. That's my dad. Oh, he used to do that all the time. He used to buy this and that. Every time I want to reach for something, it's never. Oh, I could still hear him. I always imitate him once in a while because sometimes it comes true to me too. But anyway, it's 2 to 1. So it's 2 parts water to 1 part of rice. And I just happened to make 4 cups. So I did 4 cups water and 2 cups of rice. Long grain white rice. But it's yellow. Why is it yellow? Because what I did is I put a pinch of saffron into the water. Bring it to a boil, throw in your rice, cover it, put it down to a low simmer. And just let it simmer for 20 minutes. You get perfect rice every time. But I put in a little bit of saffron so it gives it a lot of color and it gives a lot of flavor too. You could also take and just put in some chicken stock instead of regular plain water, and that will make your rice taste much tastier too. So let's dish her up. So we'll just put a bed of rice. Now when you're doing your Superbowl, you can just have the rice in a container. Put your chicken curry in a slow cooker if you wanted to on the table for all the guys and women to eat, for your guests to eat. And there you go. Wooden spoons are nice for cooking but not for serving. And then we'll just take and just lay a little bit of this curry chicken. Oh, that looks so good. And what you can also do then is I got some scallions. I I'm going to throw the rubber bands away. And use them up. Let's see, when you want to cut these, just cut them at the very tip of the white end, just to get rid of that root. Keep the white part though, but just cut to the very end, just to get rid of the, the roots there. We don't want the roots, but the white is the best part. A lot of people cut these off, all the white off, and just do the greens. No, 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 no. Use the whole thing. The green, the white is wonderful. It's very pungent. It gives a lot of flavor. And I'm just looking at these to see if there's any dried or dead leaves on the outside. And just pull those off. And always take and cut off the tips of the greens, because those are always dried and all faded out anyway. And then we'll just take and just cut these into thin, 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. Just slicing these up. And then you can just take and put these scallions, toss them up, and put them in a little bowl right next to your crock pot of curried chicken. And your guests can just help themselves. Because then you can just take and just sprinkle a little bit over the top. And there we have Uncle Roy's curried chicken. Actually, this recipe I got from my boss at the retreat where I work. Because I just love it. And I made it so pretty. Oh. It's spicy with flavor, not with heat. There's a little bite. With the rice, helps to soften that out. Oh, that is just so good. So, I hope you enjoy this wonderful chicken curry dish. See you later. Okay, now we can go on to our next recipe, and we're going to be making some little treats, and these are going to be oatmeal and salted peanut cookies. Now I know guys would love these. Let's see, how did it go now? Number one cookie for men are, men's favorites are, the chocolate chip was first, snickerdoodles was second, peanut butter was third, and oatmeal was fourth. I think that was the order, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, we're going to do oatmeal and salted peanuts. So for this recipe, I'm going to need 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of shortening. And we're going to take and mix this until light and fluffy. So remember to do that. Ooh, start out slow. Until it's light and fluffy. And that always takes about 3 to 4 minutes. So we'll be right back in just a couple. Okay, we got our dough nice and fluffy. Now it takes a good almost 4 minutes to get that nice and fluffy, because what it is, it's the sugars have dissolved in with the shortening. And that's going to make for a nice, lighter, fluffier cookie instead of being hard and crunchy. Or tough, I mean. So now we'll just put this back on medium. And always remember too, halfway through to scrape the sides of your bowls And especially in these mixers, there's a little divot on the bottom of the bowl, so you want to make sure you get that up and mixed in thoroughly too. So now we'll just put in a half teaspoon of vanilla. I got the Mexican, the good stuff. And 1 egg. And we'll just let that mix thoroughly. And that makes it nice and creamy. Now it's time to put in the dry ingredients. And for this I have 3/4 cup of flour, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. Because remember now, kosher salt in baking products makes everything lighter and fluffier and rise much greater. So we're going to put this in. I'll put this down on low again. We don't want it flying all over the house. And this we just put in steps, gradually, a little bit at a time. And what I do is when I mix this up, remember our dry ingredients, take in the bowl here, mix it up with a wire whisk. And that incorporates your salt and baking soda much nicer and breaks down any lumps if you should happen to have any. Okay, when that's mixed, we want to stop because you don't want to activate that gluten. Then we'll just take and scrape our beater. Because now we're going to be putting in our oatmeal and nuts. And for that, we want to take and stir those in. We don't need to take and put the mixer on. Even if you did put it on low, it doesn't matter. The force of the mechanical machine is strong enough to activate your gluten. So we want to take and stir this in by hand. And you'll feel it too. When you get the resistance in your hand, when to stop. So I have half a cup of salted peanuts. I just took and diced up, chopped up roughly, along with 1.5 cups of the old-fashioned oats, not the quick oats, but the old-fashioned oats. It's gonna make an old-fashioned cookie. Because the quick oats will take and soften up, and then you get like a cake-like cookie. You're not gonna see any oatmeal. You want the old-fashioned oats, so you can see the actual oats in the oatmeal. Because these don't dissolve down. So we just want to take and stir these thoroughly until we get them all mixed together. And if you want to make a lot more, same way with my curry turkey. That probably serve like maybe 4, 6 people at the most. Take and increase the recipes, double, triple, etc. Same way here, double, triple, etc. However, how many you want to make. And then we'll just take the cookie scooper. I love my cookie scooper. So does Callie I. Oh, she used that noise. It used to come right on in. Oh, I miss my Callie I. Oh, I miss her so much. Mixer too. Every time I turned on that mixer, she was right there on my heels. Because she knew there were samples. Samples. Like I said, I got to go up and see her on Christmas, and I brought her a squeaky toy. Well, I had my hands full of grocery bags because I was making my Christmas cookies and stuff up there, and I had her toy inside my coat. Well, I had my bags of groceries and all, and oh, squeak! She heard the squeak. Oh my God, she went nuts. She was, shake it, shake it. She wanted that toy so bad she could rip right through my coat. I know she could have. Oh, she was all excited. Oh, she was all excited. Oh, a new toy. Uncle Roy got me a new toy. Well, then she was chewing it and rattling it off all night long. It sounded like a machine gun. Oh, she was happy. She loved it. And then she started crying. Woo! And that drove Craig nuts. He don't like it when she cries. I bet you he took that squeaky toy, that squeaker out of the toy already. I know he did. He can't stand it very long. But she was just crying up the storm. That was her new baby. Ooh. I like getting her toys. Drive him nuts. Now we got the oven heated at 350. And these are going to go in for 10 to 12 minutes. And me and my electric stove, who knows how long that is. You know, I can't stand electric, but I'm getting used to it again. It's been so long since I've had electric. But every place you go, every oven is different, no matter where you go. So you just got to get used to the timing. That's what I hate. That's why I hate moving, because I just get used to everything, the timing and stuff, and then off to another place, another adventure. So we'll put these in for 10 to 12 minutes until light golden brown. And we have our oatmeal and pecan cookie, or oatmeal and salted peanut cookies. Oh God, these are good. These are the oatmeal and salted pecan cookie. See? Mmm. Now when you take them out of the oven, of course, remember as always to leave them on the cookie sheet for a good minute before you move them, because otherwise they'll be too soft, and if you transport them to your cooling rack right away, they'll break up on you because they just bend in half. They're too soft. So you want to make sure that they set up first on your cookie sheet for about a minute. Then you can transfer them to your cooling rack to cool completely. Let's see, what did we get out of here? 1, 2, 3, half. I got just about 4 dozen cookies. So this is a nice little batch. So but if you have a big party, you know, double, triple, quadruple, however many you want to do. But those are our oatmeal salted peanut cookies, along with the curry chicken on the saffron rice, which was wonderful. So I hope you enjoy your Super Bowl. Go team go, whoever's going to win. I already know who's playing now, because I'm advanced. I'm ahead of myself. The taping of the show is at the beginning of January, so what do we have today? 25 below, I think it is, wind chill. It's still cold out there. So anyway, from my kitchen to yours, we want to say, and from Miss Callie I, oh, she's out here. Oh, I love her so much. We want to say, eat healthy, be safe, spread the sunshine, and spread it good, because it's too cold around here. We need to warm up. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.